And welcome back to the Michael Cohen Show on our continued journey to 500,000 subscribers. We really need to get there because I'm telling you, the lunacy, the insanity, the chaos, it's not stopping. So hit subscribe, watch, comment, and share because, again, as a community, united we stand, divided, well, we're doomed. And let me tell you something, at these MAGA town halls, people come looking for answers. They want answers on grocery bills, drug prices. They want answers on everything. Instead, they're getting lectures about Sharia law taking over America. I mean, it's so ridiculous. It's so stupid that it would be funny if it wasn't actually happening in Congress. But here's the thing. Even the crowds, Republican, Democrat, Independent, are starting to turn. You could hear the boos, the jeers, the shouts, the cursing, the pushback, the frustration in real time. In fact, I write about it in my Substack of today. MAGA cowards run from voters. They're all running. But on Political Beatdown, my co-host Ben Meiselas and I, we break down how these town halls are actually backfiring on them and why the lies are beginning to fall flat and what it means for Trump's grip on his base. Play the clip.
I've heard President Trump say more than once that he has lowered drug prices by 1,500%. I'm not sure how that works. And the other is, can you tell me what specific bills we've passed or worked on that would lower grocery prices?
Yeah. Well, ma'am, you're talking about things relative to state level. And so you're mixing federal and state in terms of if you look at what the 18 enumerated powers say, the 18 enumerated powers that when every member of Congress holds up their hand and swears an oath to uphold and defend the Constitution. And most people who run for Congress don't know those 18 enumerated powers. And they don't know the 10th Amendment that says the power is not delegated to the United States by the Constitution nor prohibited by it to the states or reserved to the states or their people respectively. And so what I'm saying to you is Oklahoma, if you want to have that conversation about grocery taxes, they've been having that conversation. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, but relative to constitutional authority and the way that I have my staff analyze things, what we're allowed to do, okay, what we're allowed to do is it has to be under the framework. We are given tax status, but tell me the federal tax right now on groceries. So what I'm saying is state. You're talking about state. Who's next?
Who's next? Who's next going?
Who's
and his big concern is, of course, everyone's big concern right now is that Sharia law is taking over the United States. Everybody wakes up right now and goes, Sharia, huh? Sharia law is taking over. Here, play this clip.
Yeah, we've got Sharia law trying to be set up in America today. Absolutely we do. You have Sharia law trying to be established in America today. The Muslim Brotherhood is the ideology, and you've got a Turkey president. Guys, we're not going to turn into chaos. We've been really good to each other today. Turkey has a president who has made statements relative to reestablishing the Ottoman Empire. And he wants to be...
Okay. First of all, it's got to be one of the stupidest comments I've ever. There is, by the way, the saddest part, Ben, is you see the group of people that are sitting there. What are there? Maybe 25, 30 people, 50 people at best. What you need, what we need, is to create a scenario where it's not about 25 or 50 people. It's about streaming something that's bigger than like a Live Aid. All right. It's bigger than just you go viral where everyone in the country is watching, where the 100+ million people, so that we can all get on board and call out the lies, call out the stupidity, call out the bullshit once and for all. Like, turn around and say to them, let me be very clear. If you live, for example, in Louisiana, you are paying higher prices on every single one of your imported goods. Make no bones about it. Now, you may say, well, how do I know? Well, take a look at the receipt. Your beef prices are up between 22 to 25%. If you don't believe me, go right now to the store. Makes no difference what store it is. And buy it right now, and then see how much you paid for the same thing 2 weeks ago, or a month ago, or 6 months ago. And watch as what I'm telling you is factually accurate. Unfortunately, nobody's really doing that. And when who was it? Costco or Walmart wanted to put it on their receipts, the price, the tax, and then a separate line called tariff. The administration went ballistic, reached out to the CEO and threatened them that if you do this, we're going to come after you. We'll shut your ass down. So what did they do? They rolled over, got their belly rubbed by Trump, and capitulated. We don't have to allow that to happen. We call it out, and you notice. Your eyes won't lie to you. So just take notice of it. And the next time somebody says to you that these tariffs are a good thing, now you're armed with the facts. It's what we need to do.
So Cohen, who gets that 2-finger salute?
It's really hard. It's got to go back to Caroline Leavitt. I got to be honest with you. I've never seen anybody. I watched today the press conference. I watched as the lies. I watched as they brought in this new, how they always have one seat open in the press room. Today, they brought in a guy who is like a YouTuber, but he is a right-wing YouTuber. And not because he probably believes any of it, but because he's making money off it. Honestly, it goes to him. It goes to Caroline Leavitt. It goes to the people that are all sitting there running these fake press releases, these fake meetings that are going on with the bullshit stories that they're constantly trying to shove down the throats of the American people, followed then by your legislatures who are turning around and basically parroting the same bullshit. Honestly, they're just lying to the American people. And for lying to the American people, fuck you all.
I'll give everybody some good news, which is, and we've reported on it here, that the Democratic candidate in Iowa flipped a seat in Senate District 1. Her name is Caitlin Dray from Moms in Iowa. She was an activist. She's 37 years old. She was not a political person, but decided, look, I got to stand up for common sense gun reform, for women's reproductive issues, for issues that are impacting moms in the state of Iowa. She ran against a MAGA Republican candidate, a super MAGA guy, and she won in an area that Trump won during the election by 11.5 points. This continues a trend of Democrats overperforming in special elections by anywhere from 10 to 15, and in some cases 20 points from where they were in 2024. Let me be very clear, and Cohen's Substacks make this point very clear as well. That's the fact that I'm reporting on that should not make us confident. It should not make us feel we're definitely going to win the midterms or have any degree of feeling that our work is somehow done. If anything, it's the opposite. And that's a point that Cohen makes, not to try to poke his finger at, but it is to let you all know that right now there is a fierce fascist MAGA group. They want to get rid of free and fair elections. They're going to pull out, they're going to use the federal government to pull out every trick, every stop, anything that they have, they are going to do in order to win, regardless of the ramifications and the damage that will cause our country. That's their MO. So to Cohen's point that he always emphasizes, and I think if you looked at the past 4 years, it's proved this as well, which is there's not going to be some special prosecutor who's going to come out and save us. There's not going to be a special politician who's going to come out and be the hero, although there are people who can step up. This is going to come from you. It's going to come from the grassroots. So next week, I'm going to be hosting an event where we're going to be announcing when the next big protest, bigger than No Kings. The who, what, where, when, we will cover that. But I want you all to know that actively behind the scenes, we are working on a protest, a peaceful protest that will scale on a size that has never been seen before, bigger than the No Kings protest. And I will be having a conversation with all the major groups, one setting, one sitting, one interview together, and we'll be talking about that. I am really excited to bring you that information as well.
Hey, everyone. First of all, thanks for watching. I mean, we're going to be posting daily episodes with reactions and talking about politics. We'll be talking about everything, in fact. So please like and subscribe. Join us on this journey.